Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Entitled Prick here, and today I wanted to talk about my personal issue with the Souls games. So Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and even Bloodborne. So pretty much all From Software games, and the big issue that I have with them. This is going to be kind of a rant, so if you guys really don't want to listen to the whole thing, I'm not going to blame you. The footage that you're going to be seeing in the background is me playing Dark Souls on my glitched save profile, so I'm going to have, massive health bar, massive stamina bar, but I'm going to be very early on in the game, so that'll explain any questions as to why I'm such a high level character at such an early stage in the game. So a big problem that I have with all these games, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne, is that there doesn't really seem to be any form of story involved. Now, let me clarify real quick. I know that there is, massive background story and, these huge sprawling tales told through the descriptions of, various items and equipments and, things like that. But when I say story, I mean an explicit story that's being told to you through either cutscenes or gameplay, and I really just don't see that in the Souls games, in any game from Software. And I don't know, it feels like a missing component to me, in my personal opinion. And I know that again, there's the side storylines and there's the descriptions and all that stuff, but I don't know. I feel like that's not enough. Like for example, here in Bloodborne, all that you really find out is okay, you're a foreigner and you get a blood transfusion, and you're a hunter, I should say. So that's three things that you get. You get a blood transfusion at the beginning of the game, you're a hunter, and you're a foreigner to this city that you're in. That's all that you really get. I didn't even know that there was other towns outside of Yarnum until I went on the official Bloodborne wiki page. And the more I read the wiki, the more I was like, oh yeah, this is really cool lore and everything. And I didn't really get any of that in the game. Maybe that's just because I didn't spend enough time reading the descriptions, and maybe that's because I didn't read into it enough. But I don't know. When I read the wiki, I just thought, wow, this is such a huge sprawling world that I would love to experience. And I don't feel like I experience it in the game. I feel like yes, I'm in this city. Yes, the city is beautiful. Yes, I am fighting these creatures that the wiki mentions, but I didn't feel like I was really experiencing it. I felt like I was participating in it, but not really experiencing it, if that makes sense. Um, I would have liked to have an explicit story about the main character, cutscenes, dialogue, something. And even if they wanted to keep their main character anonymous, kind of like, this cloak and dagger figure that could, fit into anybody's thought of what that character would be, that's fine. There have been many games out there who have kept an entirely anonymous protagonist while still having a great story behind them. And I don't know, it just seems like a missed opportunity for From Software. And I know that there's a lot of fans out there who they love this method of storytelling. They absolutely adore it, how nothing is really spelled out for you, but I kind of want more things to be spelled out for me personally. And I know that kind of makes me sound like I'm saying like I'm stupid. Please, please spell things out for me. But I don't know, I feel like I just feel like these main characters, they're doing these crazy things. They're fighting huge demons and monsters and what have you. And it feels like if there was a reason behind their actions, I would be much more inclined to, you know, pick up a Souls game the day it comes out. Or, if they were to go ahead, I don't know if they are producing a Bloodborne 2 right now or anything, but if they were to go ahead and release a Bloodborne 2, I would pick it up, day one. As it stands, if they keep continuing with their current pattern of storytelling, I personally loved Bloodborne, but if they were to come out with a Bloodborne 2, I would probably wait for it to drop to $40 or even $30 before I pick it up, because while I love the gameplay, I mainly play video games for their storyline. So, if I'm going to pick up a a From Software game, I'm going to want to pick it up cheap because I'm not going to get the main thing that I usually purchase games for. I'm going to get a fun experience, no doubt, but I'm not going to get the story. If I want more story, I'm only going to get that story from the things that happen in the world, and I'm going to have to read the wiki pages. Um, and yeah, I know you can read weapon descriptions and things like that to get your story, but honestly, I like it spelled out for me, and the wiki pages usually do that a lot more effectively than the item descriptions. So I'm going to, pick up Bloodborne 2, and then I'm going to have to read through, hours of wiki pages and, things of that nature. Which, I mean, I like doing that. That's why I do it, and I'll be reading through those wiki pages regardless of whether or not I pick up the game. Uh, but yeah, no, if they had a main story, if they had a main reason for me going around Yarnum killing all of these beasts apart from, oh, well, you're a hunter, then I think I'd be much more inclined to hop on the bandwagon early and purchase the game, the day that it's available, or go to the midnight release for it even. But as it stands, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to purchase a game at $60 if it's missing one of the core things that I love about video games, the storytelling aspects. Now, I can't speak for Demon Souls personally. That's the one game that has come out from Software that I can't speak for. Well, actually, that and Dark Souls 3 I also can't speak for. I haven't gotten around to playing that yet. But in Dark Souls 1, it didn't really seem like there was any in-your-face storytelling at all. I know that I believe it was called Hollowed, and I knew that you were the Chosen One. Whatever the hell that means. That could mean a number of different things depending on what story we're talking about. But yeah, so that's all you really know about the character starting out, and that just wasn't enough for me personally. I think I played about 2 hours of that game before I decided to, call it quits and just say, no, this isn't for me. They're not telling me anything about the character, really. It just wasn't for me at all. Dark Souls 2 I fired up. I think I played about 5 or 6 hours of Dark Souls 2, and they did seem to have a bit more of a straightforward story with you, trying to break your curse and everything. But even then, from what I've played so far, you don't really get a lot of progression in that story. I don't know if, okay, let's just say at the end of Dark Souls 2, you break your curse. And, happy ending, whatever. So, basically, the only things that you're being spoon-fed are you have a curse you're trying to break, and then at the end of the game you break your curse. And then everything in between is just kind of, white noise. You don't even really need it. And I don't know. I just don't like that form of storytelling personally. And I just think that if they had a clear, more laid out storytelling mechanic, I would be much more inclined to get much more into these games because I would have a reason for killing all these beasts. I'm not just, oh, I'm trying to break my curse. I'm going to kill 1,000 beasts for no reason and then eventually break my curse. I don't know why I'm killing all these beasts in Bloodborne right now. All I know is I'm a hunter, I'm from a foreign land. Am I just killing them because I'm a hunter? And it's the night of the hunt, so therefore you kill things? I don't know. I don't know if there's any endgame for my protagonist. I don't know anything about my protagonist. Maybe it'll become clearer as I play more through Bloodborne. Maybe Dark Souls 3 has a more straightforward storytelling mechanic. But I don't know. All I know for sure is that if From Software doesn't change their storytelling mechanics, I probably won't be picking up any more of their games, or at least I'll be waiting for massive price drops before I even consider picking them up. I don't know, guys. That's just my 2 cents on the matter. I would love to hear where you guys stand on this. I know I probably have a few From Software and Dark Souls fans coming forward who are going to want to chime in with their opinion. So please, leave me a comment. I'll try and respond to everybody and open up a discussion. Because I really want to know, like, what is so appealing about this form of storytelling to you guys? Like I said, let me know down in the comments. I hope you all have a great day. This has been the Entitled Prick. See you guys later.